I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. 2024 BMW M440i.
X-Drive Gran Coupe with launch control.
That's good, man. That's good.
Damn that B58.
Horsepower and torque.
382 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque from a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo.
Okay, sport mode, auto. That's such good pull.
Yeah, that ZF 8-speed that we know and love, everything about this powertrain is fantastic still.
Okay, let's start with the looks and what this body is, because it is a 4 Series Gran Coupe, which they do. They kind of put 4 doors on it, and then when it's Gran Coupe, what does it get in the back?
It's a lift back, kind of like a hatchback thing, which makes it extremely practical, and I love that.
Yes, it's very cool, very cool. Do you like the looks of it? The front end, they have the big kidney grills that everyone thinks is ugly still, but they added a little smiley face at the bottom, which breaks it up.
Yeah, it definitely kind of hides the size of it and the shape, so I think it's a pretty good job.
That's probably my favorite looking front end for a 4 Series.
Yeah, and then I'm getting used to these headlights as well. Like, I don't mind them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Body lines are still good too.
And this is a legacy edition, which there's only 300 of these in Canada. Americans, you cannot buy this exact edition, and it comes with special wheels. However, it is winter in Canada, so we have the kind of default BMW winter black wheels, which don't look fantastic, but the regular ones do look pretty decent.
We've had this happen like 10 times where BMW puts like winter rims on it. BMW, guys, just put on the wheels that are supposed to be on it for winter, please.
And maybe there's a Continental recommended tire that we could just give BMW.
Yeah, maybe the Viking Contact 7.
Yeah, so...
How about the ones they use at that BMW driving school that we went to in California?
Well, those are summer tires, so the Extreme Contact Sport 02 would be the recommended summer tire.
And then what did you do at the currently DDE Burnyard? But those special wheels do look cool.
They do. Just wish we had them on this.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the Legacy Edition is limited to 300 units. There's like 75 in this color, and then like 25 in like individual colors. And then when you get the individual BMW colors, which are more expensive, you get the M Sport exhaust as well, which we don't have because this isn't an individual color.
Can we play back the clip from that original M440i with that really nice M exhaust?
I would love to.
So after that review, one of our early subscribers ended up buying an M440i Gran Coupe of that style, which I always thought was cool. And then I always loved that tealish, bluish, greenish old 440i with the red interior. That's my favorite BMW spec.
Yeah, that's when we were like really introduced to BMWs. We're like, wow, these are sick.
Yeah.
And now the exhaust is very muted. We don't have the M Performance, but we do have a little bit of burbles and crackles here and there. I wouldn't even call them crackles. They're just kind of just pops.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, this color.
Let's take a listen to the outside.
And by the way,
this color.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like...
I'm over this flag gray stuff. Everyone knows it, but I get why people like it and it still sells.
Yeah, I would get this in the red because you can get it. And it's like each one of these is spec'd with an individual interior color that you can't change.
Cool, man. Cool,
That's why we've got a red interior, which works well with the exterior, and then we also have red calipers, so it all makes sense why they kind of did that.
This is the modern version of that bluish aqua with red.
I guess so. Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, rear end still looks good, even though it's a liftback. Doesn't seem like weird or anything.
Yep.
Like maybe not as cool as like a previous gen M440i, but like whatever, like things change. It still looks all right.
And then like the M Performance or M Sport exhaust tips, you don't have like the real M exhaust tips, so it's the same old stuff. And then the coolest thing, not on this one, but new BMWs, because they've already shown photos and stuff, the tail lights, you get like those crazy LED ones only from like the CSLs. I think those are becoming the default on one of the versions of the new 4 Series.
Yeah, and then with that hatch, you can click lock and close, and I think we can set it to be higher up by holding the close button because it was defaulting halfway up and you hit your head on it.
Yes, so that shouldn't be a problem once you figure out how to make the height adjustable, because I'm sure there's a way.
And the most important thing, do we fit in the back of an M440i? Because is this like a cheater sedan, or can Jacob at 6'1.5" fit behind Yuri at 5'8"?
I'm gonna give it a yes-ish. So behind Yuri, my knees are okay. My head touches. Behind Jacob, my knees are not okay.
But Yuri fits just fine.
That's right. In every car. He'd probably fit in like a smart car.
Smart cars are actually huge inside. It's the Lancia Stratos is the one that I think like nobody fits in.
Oh.
And if you sit next to each other, you're on each other's laps.
Ah.
All right, your turn to drive.
Launch control. It's so smooth and satisfying.
More satisfying than the i4.
Oh yeah.
Even if the i4 might be faster.
And it was one of
off a launch.
Yeah, that was one of the better electric cars that we drove because it just was a gas car that happened to be electric. But this one is great. 0 to 60 is like around 4
I
seconds.
just want to drive a Model 3.
So this one's great. Powertrain is fantastic. B58, everybody loves it for good reason. ZF 8-speed, which again, like shifts great. Like they've got the tuning so right in this generation of BMWs. Like it's great.
It's very nice.
And driving this feels like any other BMW in a good way. Like you hop in this and you kind of know what to expect, which is very pleasant at the same time.
It's pleasant, but also like kind of boring.
I was gonna say the same thing because we're spoiled. We get used to this stuff. But, you know, it's hard to bring yourself back and like, you know what, this is actually a great experience.
Yeah, and if you're upgrading from a lower model to a higher model and it all had the same infotainment, you're like, oh, nothing special and new, just familiar. Oh.
Okay, so let's downshift into cliche corner, a little bit understeer today. This is xDrive all-wheel drive, and it is helping us today, that's for sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little skiddy skid.
Yeah.
With one traction off.
Yeah, one traction
off.
off.
Oh, it does feel like pretty understeery.
Yeah, but it's the conditions. We got salt on the roads. I know how these things rip on summer tires, so I can't knock that. This is a great driving car. Suspension's also really, really good. It's really comfortable. I've been driving in sport mode, and I've honestly been surprised at how comfortable it is, but I probably shouldn't be.
Hit me with the comfort.
BMW gets their tuning always right. Like, it just makes it a little bit floatier, but not even that much.
Yeah, it's not that much of a range.
No, like
but it's
great.
Good.
Exactly. Like any mode you're going to be in is great. So we do have Sport, Sport Plus, Comfort, and Eco Pro, and obviously individual for a bunch of those.
Hey, you know what's weird about this?
What's that?
Frameless windows.
Oh.
I guess because it's a 4 Series, so that's why it has frameless windows, because it's based off a coupe.
Do the coupes and sedans not get them?
I don't know.
Remember.
But
show the intro from those videos, editor.
I feel like the 3 will have frames, but the 4 will not.
I think you're right about that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then in terms of infotainment, it's all the same BMW iDrive, what is this, 8.5? I forget. One of the ones.
Are you used to it?
I am, and I just use the climate to just go plus minus, and I live in Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, I had to turn auto off through here so I could put heat just to my feet.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a little tricky, but you get used to it. Okay, do you want to use the voice control? Should we do our one test?
You always do it in like the no.
I know. Okay, well, I mean, we can test it up there later.
We will.
Okay, gauge cluster's nice. We have the map in the middle today.
Yeah, which you can just change with these buttons on your gauge cluster on your steering wheel. And then the one thing that I noticed while driving on the highway is for some reason we don't have adaptive cruise, and I noticed that as I almost got a little bit close to the car in front of me because I thought I was in adaptive because I just assumed that a car of this price had it.
Any BMW or Mercedes that doesn't have adaptive cruise and isn't for some reason like a very crazy sports car version, like a CSL.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, it should be default by now. Okay, let's do your voice test.
Okay, you do it. Say ask for SiriusXM channel 3.
Hey BMW.
Okay, it's probably off. Hold the button.
SiriusXM channel 3.
Unfortunately, the vehicle is not equipped with that function.
All right, so I still can't do it for your testing
It's been like 2 years, 7 reviews, whatever.
Nobody's going to do that. Nobody cares. We got cup holders down here. Are they heated and cooled? No, they're not.
Nah, but we got the USB that should be water resistant.
Yes.
Liquid resistant. We don't know.
Yeah, but it is fine for cups. And then visors, I think these will pass.
Yeah, I think they always do. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, good job.
And then do you mind this little shifter? You gotten used to it by now?
I've gotten used to all this. It's acceptable. I still like the old, just normal shifter.
It's nice that I have forward, back, up and down lumbar in the passenger seat.
Yes, and then I've got memory over there, and I see where yours could be, but you don't have it.
That along with adaptive cruise in BMWs and Mercedes, please.
Yes.
Please, please, please.
But the seats are very comfortable. You can adjust a bunch of little things like your bolsters and everything. They can tighten. It's really nice.
More stuff with the cool features. We got the reverse parking assist, all that really cool stuff that I love that we tested out with that BMW through a car wash entrance in the Lexus BMW video.
Yes.
So those are like my things that I like about the BMW that Mercedes doesn't have.
Right.
Then like a drive recorder. Does this have drive recorder? Let's check.
Home.
Home.
Second home.
All apps.
No.
No. But I like that you can option it for these cars.
Yes. Maybe not for this one because it's like a special edition.
Turns out after I logged into the app, I'm, I guess, actually subscribed to everything. And now I do have the drive recorder. And then interior lighting, as always, very cool in the BMWs.
The ambient lighting.
Interior ambient lighting, yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Just wanted to be clear. And then we got carbon fiber everywhere, which I love.
This is such a generic BMW spec.
But in a good way.
In a good way,
Red interior with carbon fiber, that's good.
This is like the safest spec ever.
Yes.
Like if this had like a wood or something, I'd be like, weird choice. And if it was like light interior, it'd be like interesting. But this is like...
And with the Brooklyn gray paint, it's appropriate for somebody that's probably shopping for one of these. And if you are shopping for one of these, go to tsp.truecar.com and get yourself a Gran Coupe of a 4 Series because you can get it on several different versions in America.
Hey, editor, find me that blue one with the red interior.
Oh, yes, as a used car.
Yeah. Also, the sunroof. It's not all the way across. Do you mind?
I don't mind about the sunroofs.
I think it's a good size. Oh, it's not manual. Jacob hates sunroofs, so.
I just don't care about them.
So overall, nothing really wrong with it. If you like modern BMWs, looks pretty decent and drives really, really nicely.
Yeah.
Let's get to the price.
One price for this one, $81,750.
Canadian.
Which, hearing that, it's like, come on, just give me the adaptive cruise. That's probably the biggest thing that this is missing, and then the memory seats on the passenger side at the price.
Yeah, I would just go non-special edition.
Yeah, but you can't in Canada, unfortunately. In the States...
So you can't get a non-special edition M440i Gran Coupe in Canada?
Correct.
But you can get a non-special edition 440i Gran Coupe in the United States?
Correct.
Hey, lucky Americans. Have fun specking out something cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thumbs up. Nice comment. No mean comments, please.
See you in the next video.
See you in the next video.